Three-dimensional geometry is the projection of a higher dimensional whole, which is a multidimensional consciousness. The current state of us humans are limited to 3 dimensions because of many factors. Much of our DNA is non-activated, therefore much of our brain isn't used, because the way in which we resonate with the conjugate network of reality, the universal consciousness, through our chakras, depends on how crystallized our bodies are, which freeze light like ink passing into water. The morphological modality of our bodies extrapolate fractally from a centripetal plane of inertia, which loses its acceleration from centripetal convergence of dielectricity and centrifugally diverges into polarized electricity because it is encompassed by a boundary of which the reciprocation of energy, which is the precessional velocity generating momentum being intrinsically emanated as scalar waves. Thus, the morphogenetic field of which the transduction sequence initiates is formed. Geometric orientation is tessellated quintessently, implosively, and compoundingly, and perceived through sentience. Geometry is wave interference. Physical geometric orientation is amalgamated from the wave spectra of ambextra disturbance of the medium, thus manifesting physical phenomenon transversely. Sacred geometry is how geometric orientation emerges when the energy extending from its rate of inertia connecting its extrapolating pinnacles to the proportional scale of higher dimensional fields that encompass it relate to each other in fractalizing reciprocation. The frequency resonance of sound. Light is an amplified wave of sound. So when a sound resonates with our rate of inertia, which is oscillating at a lower wavelength, we are amplifying frequencies within us, which transverses to the surface of our extrapolated modality, which create auras. You are restoring the natural field of your essence and extending the range of your dimensionalized whole body, in which your crystal body, which is composed of domains of extrapolations which correspond to dimensions 7 through 1, which are lower microcosmic resonating frequencies that correlate to the greater macrocosmic domains of emanation as they emerge from the reciprocating morphogenetic field, which is represented by the hypertrochoid, which is built upon scalar waves. During entrainment, you are being exposed to wavelengths of sound. So sound frequencies will activate the chakra's correlation to dimensionalization, because dimensionalization is the extrapolation modality of polarized electricity, created from inertia generated from centripetally converging dielectricity, and therefore correlate to the frequency octave of visible light, which is the phenomenon of wavelengths 40 times that of sound wavelengths, and therefore the frequency of light increases. And thus time is the transversal phenomenon of quintessent dimensionalization. Time measures magnitude.